Hi, I am Hilda Taylor. This presentation, I will address some factors that entrepreneur needs to consider when entering the global market to be competitive, according to Peter Drucker. In 1985, Peter Drucker made a hopeful case for an entrepreneurial society in which innovation and the creation of new businesses would more than compensate for job losses stemming from the retreat of manufacturing industries in the US and other developed economies. Since then, the US has increasingly come to rely on innovation and entrepreneurship to drive growth, but we haven't achieved the scale of entrepreneurial society we need to offset the effects of globalization and automation. Drucker identified entrepreneurs as people who see change. And one of his many quotes states, the only constant in life is change. The practical reality is entrepreneurship and innovation are not manifested the same in an international marketplace. In fact, they are all not all systematic as Drucker believed. For example, the US and China have incubators to breed innovation and entrepreneurship, but they're not practiced similarly. Think globally, act locally. Strategy has to accept a new fundamental. Any institution, and not just businesses, has to measure itself against the standards set by each industry's leaders, any place in the world. Given the ease and speed at which information travels, every institution in the knowledge society has to be globally competitive, even though most organizations will continue to be local in their activities and markets. This is because the internet will keep customers available anywhere in the world and at that price. E commerce will create new global channels for commerce and wealth distribution. Companies tackling the global economy face unprecedented challenges and threats, as well as remarkable opportunities. Today, entrepreneurs want to be intellectually challenged, and some even want to make a difference in society. Entrepreneurs regard change as essential and welcome it as beneficial to the lives of big corporations and small business alike. However, Drucker says it is not the kind that can be brought about simply by deciding to create it. Rather, it is created by entrepreneurs who actively go looking for existing change in order to exploit it. Drucker's strategies are important to note to get the competitive edge. First, being fastest with the mostest. Here, the aim from the start is to eventually land a leadership position, being the first with the most. The entrepreneur aims at leadership, if not at dominance of a new market or industry. Number two, hit them where they ain't. In this strategy, the innovator doesn't create a major new product or service. Instead, it takes something just created by somebody else and improve upon it. Drucker called it creative imitation because the innovator works the product or service, coming up with slightly more desirable options. Take, for example, the iPhone. Number three, entrepreneurial judo. In this case, the strategy success feeds on what unfortunately highly common among American companies, complacency. It takes what the market leader considers its strength and turns those strengths into the very weakness and defeat it. Number four, changing economics characteristics. Under all the other strategies presented by Drucker, the innovator has to create an innovative product or service. The strategy itself is the innovation. Product or service. The strategy itself is the innovation. Using this strategy, the company converts an existing product or service into something new by changing its utility, its value, and its economic characteristics. Number five and last, ecological niche. This strategy aims at control. It obtains a practical monopoly in a small area, and the most successful of the ecological niche strategies. The whole point is to be so inconspicuous that despite the products being essential to a process, no one will be likely to try to compete, making them virtually immune to competition. Thank you.